Hello, hello. Hey, Miss Donna. Off work now. Just took my daughter to pick up, took my granddaughter to pick up my other 5-year-old. And these kids around here are bad. I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden these kids wanting to fight. I mean, fist fight every single day over here by where my daughter lives. I'm like, this used to be the best neighborhood. Now they got all kind of people moving in to, good neighborhoods, making it bad. It's just crazy. So I think we should just pray for these kids. These kids are super bad. I'm like, oh God, what is wrong with these kids? It's like every generation gets wiser. Of course, they know the computers at 2 years old, but they as wicked as the devil. I mean, I'm not even lying. These kids, I'm supposed to be driving. I'm in my car. And I had to pull over and stop for a second because I see these kids fighting every day. They get off the school bus and start fighting. 12 years old, 10 years old, fighting. And need to get their behind in the house and do their homework and schoolwork. Ain't got no parents watching over them. And the parents want to fight too. Because they on drugs and tricking and... See, when you got kids that got parents that's on drugs and tricking and doing all kind of stuff, there's no order in the home. And it's pitiful. You got 11, 12-year-old kids fighting and the parents tricking and the parents drinking and selling dope. What you expect the kids to do? They get off the school bus and fight. And they want to fight. A 12 and 11-year-old want to fight a woman that's almost 50? Really? And you wonder why the kids. This is the generation we living in where the kids are dying young. The kids die at 15, 16, 17 years old. You did. Okay? And they don't want to listen to nobody. You want to listen to your parents, don't want to listen to your grandparents, don't want to listen to the teacher, don't want to listen to nobody in authority. So when they put you in a detention center or put you in jail, then you kind of deserve that. And home, when these bad behind kids, these bad behind kids, 11 and 12 years old, wanting to fight somebody 40 and 50 years old, and they get off the school bus trying to fight. Every single day, I'm coming over here to bring my granddaughter. My granddaughter's only 5. But these kids, they moved in the neighborhood, and it's a bunch of bad kids, probably about 10 of them. And the 12-year-old girl, they say she been selling her behind since she been 10. And bring all the boys in her house, and you give $5, and you can take turns having sex. And the mom out in the street tricking. Okay, I can see where she got it from. She get it from her mother. Now, this is sick. And I'm like, who are these people? When kids are acting like adults, and not even really acting like adults because the kids are fighting. Yeah, what in the world are 11 and 12-year-old doing, telling any boy can have sex with me for $5, and you got a line of boys in the house, about 10 of them, and the mom out in the street tricking, and then the kids in the neighborhood where I'm at now. This neighborhood don't look that bad. You could see part of the neighborhood. It's not real bad, but you don't see too much right here. But the street in back of me, these kids, is just pure bad. So I'm telling you, y'all pray for these children. Because these children are going to jail and dying young. I'm just saying. If you look at the news, All these people getting shot up and murdered now is kids. From college kids on down. It's sad. It ain't nothing like it was when I grew up. When I grew up, I don't remember all this mess. I mean, but kids now have no respect, want to fight their own parents. See, that was unheard of when I grew up. Wasn't no kids trying to fight my mom. You know, we as kids wish you would raise your voice at your mother, let alone saying you want to fight your mom. Are you serious? But these kids nowadays don't have no respect for their parents, their grandparents, don't got no respect for their neighbors, and you can say what you want, but they don't read the Bible, because the Bible say honor your mother and father so that your days might be long on earth. I can understand why the kids ain't living long. They dying 15 and 16 years old. They're dead. The parents are burying their children now. Kids don't want to listen. Kids don't have no respect no more. Kids doing drugs. The parents doing drugs. And you got the grandparents raising their kids. It's sad. That ain't even what I got on the scope for, really, but that's on my mind. Now, I'm going to keep praying for these kids, because it's just terrible. They let the devil control their minds. They're not doing no schoolwork. And I see the cops pulling over up there now. And I can see the cops through my rear view mirror. The cops are just coming around. But these cops have to come to this neighborhood every single day. The kids get off the school bus and start fighting. Can you believe that? You get off the school bus and start fighting anybody. And the house that most of them live in, their mom couldn't do nothing with them, and they drove her crazy. Then she just had a heart attack and died just a month ago. And then one of the aunts or somebody else trying to raise them, and they walk over top her and doing all this fighting. That's just sad. I'm asking y'all, can y'all just pray, say a prayer for the children of America, the children around the world? Because there's so much violence going on. It's terrible. It's just sad. But I didn't grow up that way. My kids didn't, you can't bring that mess in my home. And just terrible. But anyway, I love you guys. Happy Tuesday. But seriously, on a real tip, I'm off work, but I'm in my car and I see stuff in neighborhoods. And we got to get out here in the street. Ministry ain't just no daggone church. You got to get out here in the street where the people are, where the crime and the is. And somebody need to minister to these kids. Somebody need to pray for these kids. Somebody need to talk to their parents or whoever their guardians is, because these kids is just taking over and ain't nobody doing nothing about it. The parents are scared of the kids now. The parents are letting the kids slap them around, 9 and 10 years old, and you got your parents scared of you. See, I didn't grow up like that. But anyway, this is a new generation. Now, we must be living in the last days for the Lord soon to come, when people acting crazy like this. So I'm asking you guys to please pray for our children all around the world, because they need it. They really do. There's no role models anymore. There's no real support. There's no mentors like they used to be. The kids coming to school with guns and knives, and they just doing up, shooting up. And they see this mess on TV, and they try to do it too. You want your 10 minutes of fame by coming to school with some knives and guns, trying to kill somebody. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm looking through my rearview mirror because I see these bad behind kids, and they all little kids. You know, look at them. 8, 9, and 10 years old, fighting and carrying on, acting like the devil. They need prayer. Please pray for America and pray for our nation, but mainly pray for these children because they need help and they need it bad. Donna, I'm just concerned. You know, it ain't my kids. It's not my neighborhood. But does it really have to be my neighborhood? Do I really have to act like I don't see nothing? Ain't concerned? Yes, I'm concerned. They ain't my kids, but I got a heart. Yes. So just say a prayer for the children. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.